Hi, this is Walt Fritz from Foundations in Manual Therapy Seminars. I was working with a patient quite recently, and we were doing some thoracic work, lower thoracic diaphragm region work, using some combination of some manual therapy and some exercise, meaning we were doing some gentle compression into the lower thorax and having the patient breathe against me, essentially creating some resistance, as well as inhaling, allowing me to go in with it. It was some basic concepts that I was taught decades ago in myofascial release training, and it has really served me well. I really enjoy kind of just pressing gently but deeply into the thorax, into the upper, mid, and lower thorax as appropriate. One of the new words out there now, I don't want to say new words, but the words that's being sort of transitioned is tensegrity. Tensegrity was, a term coined by Buckminster Fuller, and a lot of people feel that it sort of applies to a lot of other narratives, other than just the more the generic sort of theoretical way that Fuller had originally described it. The fascia, or the connective tissue community, has taken to using that word a lot, and you know what? In a lot of ways, I think it sort of aptly explains the way the connective tissue forms this, this three-dimensional unit throughout. I don't have any problem with it being used to sort of explain from an architectural perspective those relationships. Now, from a therapeutic perspective, I think what's lacking is, fascia science's ability to say, when we do certain things to the fascia, we're changing it, as well as those tensegrity, maybe blockages or tightnesses. Now, there's those who will argue against me. I understand that, because we've got everybody's got some their own irons in the fire, as they say. But what do I envision when I compress into somebody's thorax in this case, or three-dimensional nature of them, is not that I'm reaching or selecting or modifying a specific structure. Because when I do that, when I compress in and we do some movement, passive, active, resistive, it's within the realm of possibility that fascial changes in isolation are occurring. But it's also, incredibly probable that we're creating some nervous system awareness, allowing for some top-down changes, possibly muscular changes, and maybe it's more receptor changes in terms of the mechanoreceptors feeling those, feeding back to the brain, allowing the brain some descending output in terms of changing motor patterns, tightnesses, possibly even pain, right? I mean, it's all in the realm of possibility. So, tensegrity is useful as long as we don't try to tunnel vision it to say, here's why it's important and here's what's happening. Agree with me or not? Thanks for listening and watching.